Oh, we're going first. Crap. Wow, this hand's so bad. Wow, this hand's so bad. All right, that might have salvaged the whole hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Dunka go. So we actually have, even though they're a very greedy version of this deck, I have enough stuff to keep up. And Sheldon and Torque in hand, we can get going. Where are you getting your cat? When are you getting your cat? Any cat camps are going to mire while I cause havoc in chat? I'm sorry. I'll be a while. Probably. Well. I'm going to keep my Dunka going. Sorry, kid. That's really good for us because now we're ahead on the whole... I get to keep engines going. Feels weird doing this because I'm buffing up like engines and such, but this seems good. Like now, as long as Sheldon keeps getting bigger and we get last say, their Aglais or whatever crazy shenanigans they want, it's not going to go well. I'm going to high roll on the Moren. What do we got? Buff. Damage. Symbiosis is nice, actually. I'll just go and grab the back row Symbiosis. Maybe front row is better in case you're doing something dumb. Well, we got lucky there. Maybe Hawker was better. Okay.
If my coin's ranked to you, go kiss a dog and its tail.
Do I bountiful? Probably. Or do I want to discard Circle of Life? Maybe I discard Circle of Life so I can set up a better... Well, I can just use Simless on Nature's Rebuke. That's fine.
You should not have come here.
Alright, alright, alright. When will you play a Regis deck? Exhume, I'm assuming most players. So how I do it is that I fight for the low-hanging fruits. And then all the content creators after we're done fighting over the low-hanging fruits will go their separate ways and how they build their deck. So let me explain. That Skaggs is going to kill their Aglais. It's my anti-Aglais move. He has very little carryover and you have well a ton. Indeed. And importantly is they haven't set anything up. They can play 3 cards in, but we got to effectively have 7 cards of buffing while they had 3. And with Simless on double Nature's Rebuke, I should be able to clean up most of their opening Dunka plays and Hawker plays. Like, you don't get as much as you think here. So, Exhume, how it's gonna, the beginning is going to go. We're all fighting for decks. Handbuff got buffed. Old Spear Tip is new. We got all these Witch Hunters. We're going to fight all of them. All the content creators will go. And then we're going to start to split. You're going to see people like Bessie, Bushy, Shinmarie start to move more towards competitive. You, Shabriefs, myself will move towards memes and crazy ideas. And then for Regis and like Northern Realms, I think both groups will fight over a little bit and some other decks. But I'm going to do probably a whole Regis week. A week of just Regis decks, one per faction, and enjoying myself while people start figuring out more of the competitive meta. So it's coming. It's coming. I promise you, Exhume. I'm thinking a whole Regis week. I'm thinking a whole Regis week if you guys like that sound. Because I love me some Regis. Every faction. Whole week. I hope you guys don't get sick of it if I do it, though. Yeah, Nate Dogg. I like what I see here. You see them, they're discarding now. They're like, wow. Okay, I don't know if that's I don't know if I disagree with the discarding of the removal to make it possible. Against Arya yesterday was great. That's awesome. Kelly is meta? Probably. It's gonna do a lot better, and I think people remember. Alright, Nature's Rebuke goes back, weirdly enough. Do I put back... Oh, critters. Can I brick anything here? I can unless I shove... I'm gonna shove Circle back. I'm gonna put Circle back. That way if I draw Simless, I don't brick it immediately. Or Nature Rebuke. So, okay. So Simless is double Circle of Life. That's actually not terrible. I'm just old Regis for initiative. Yeah, it was so good. Because it didn't have initiative. It was painful. Letho weak? Nah, I wish Letho Kingslayer was neutral though. I could do some serious degeneracy with it. Would open a whole new world of unbound stuff. We did so good round 1. Though they have 2 more charges than I do here, but like all of our stuff is such Chad worthy at this point. When you got a Watcher of the Valley? My opponent? I don't care. I feel bad for my opponent. I'm sure they're sitting there like, we got this. Easiest win in the game. And then I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to say, yo, what's up? What's up? And you're like, what do you mean what's up? I'm going to be like, what's up? They're like, what do you mean what's up? And I'm like, what's up? Boop. Boop. Play on back row. I'm learning my lesson. Just pack a row against them. Pop. Pop. Go. No. No carryover. No carryover for you. Skaggs, yeah, he's a 33-point card. When you play him, deal 27 to a target unit, and we're not even done. We've honestly still have a long way to go. What will you do? I want to Oak Critters, but I guess I'll just go for Dryad's Crest. Take it nice and easy for a second. There's no passive elf I need to rush out here. Well. Fine. What do we got? Watcher? Oh? That's fine. I think this is okay. Like, it's a good amount of points. Still buff Skaggs. I was kind of trying to set up the bleed, but if I bleed, they'll just transform it. I could go for the Dryad's Crest. But if I play spells and I'm able to roll the Whisperer, like I want to play the Whisperer. Then I might have overthought that. Hey, why are you lucky and I'm not? I think that's not allowed, right? I don't recall it in the rules for anybody to be luckier than me. Alright, kid. But did I never get my Force Protector? Weird. That's rude.
Hey there, come here.
Well. Bleed him dry. Elmine King, it's been ages. Long time to see indeed. How are you? 35 point Skaggs. We're just getting started, really. We're looking so good on board. I'm just gonna go for max points here and make it as miserable and tough as possible. I'll take Vitality 5. There's no way you're gonna run Brehen at the end, so we'll put it there. Lowest point card. The Gord will be played for, I think, 11 boost, which is plenty. Like 14 for 7 is still very playable. Life got me busy, but good. Excellent. Yeah, you can't kill that, right? I was like, is this 5? You can kill all the Vitality? No, it's big. Brehen, I love Brehen. It's a cool card. Sienna Skaggs yesterday. I thought of that literally today. I was just thinking about, hey, I always know Sienna, but can I just do that with... And then the answer is yes. I could have just done it the whole time with Skaggs. Going mop spam to pro this season? Nice. Why is Skaggs 35? And Turkey, do you not put 35 point Skaggs in your deck? I don't understand. I always put 35 point Skaggs. He's a reasonable 35 for 8 that deals 29 damage when he's played.
Follow me.
Man, I feel so bad for them. Like this is, if you look on the board, like none of this really got hand buffed. Hand buffed cards are coming out now. And all my stuff is like, my name is Skaggs, da na 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 na. I'm hit real bad. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. My name is Harold. I'm assuming you're Devotion. If you have Yurden, like, fine. You're not playing on Jezra, sir. I'm going to space out in case of Yurden. Let's see. Hondo won. Welcome to the Plain Talk family, oh Hondo. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Feel free to check out all the socials. I don't know if anyone here is plugging them, so I'll give you some socials. And welcome aboard. Ooh, 28-point torque. I do not have something at that tall. But I do catch back up on points immediately of 22. All right, I'm behind by 3 points, guys. Who has the bigger card? Miss J is here? Oh, Miss J is still here? Great. Excellent. Never mind. I'll let you take it over. Come on. Show me what you've got. 25-point Skaggs. You know, it's a big card. It's a big card. It's just that. 35-point Skaggs, a little bigger. G. I don't want to mulligan hit. I'm just going to keep the hand. I think mulliganing and running into Cheer 100, enjoying the stream, learning a lot. Thanks. You're welcome, Faded to Black. I'm glad you're having a good time. Glad you're having a good time. Oh, there's the 100 cheer. I was looking at that. I was like, you just wrote it out, but I was not going to call it out. If it was just like a thing, like it's good. It's fine, right? I'm not going to say anything. You're good. I think there's an argument where you just go straight into the Dunka as fast as you can. I think it's actually a very good argument. You go fast on Dunka. We did really well. We can outpoint Jackpot. Ooh, that was not what I wanted to see. Okay. I forgot. There isn't. Circia is going to get cut at this rate.
Do not eat the yellow snow.
It worked out. Did not feel good, though. Worked out really well, actually. Not like a little, like really well. All right, trying to catch up with the chat. Bits didn't work on the introduce sub button. Interesting. Well, it's Twitch. McRandar. But, like, well, tell me more. Tell me more. I'm looking for your comment. I'm intrigued. Because I remember last time we spoke about employment, you were worried about, like, being respected for what you brought and all of that. So I'm actually going to let her keep the bounty, that we do have the Purify. I don't actually think it's a big deal. What I want to do right now is remove cards from my hand.
Go kiss a dog beneath its tail.
Wow. 13% raise plus 7% bonus. That sounds like a really good result to me. How are you feeling about it, though? Do I just want to deal the 5 here, or do I care? I'll deal the 5. I'm going to deal the 5 because it slows down dealing with this. Horsa and Freak Show can't kill it. If you have a second copy, it's the only card in the game that right now does well into it. We do let them play their golds and let them go rampant, but I get to do this as my turn, which feels great. So we're going to go Invigorate Time. Feels a little weird buffing up the Hawker, but it'll be okay. It is the right choice to get this going. Because with Ludo played, they could play some pretty nasty rounds here. Go 3 there, but what I want to do is like, maybe, I think Hawker's next best play. That one might have been a mistake. I might have, even if they passed, I might have played Simless. Maybe not. Next round's really good. McRandar. Ecstatic, beautiful. Congratulations. Total retention move, McRandar. That's wonderful. You deserve this. I'm happy for you because I know you were worried about whether you were appreciated properly, and you are ecstatic. That's a beautiful thing, McRandar. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you're going to be a sunshine this afternoon. Ray of sunshine this afternoon, I think is how you phrased it. And I'm very, 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 very happy for you because you deserve it. You work hard, man. You gotta take it to the bank. You gotta get what you deserve. So this is a big play on their part, and we can just counter our own big play here. Double bountiful. Our hand's completely loaded right now. Darn it. Guaranteed. No. Well, they're all really good, actually. Maybe I will go for the Whisperer here. It's just a really strong one. You deal 3 guaranteed and you get the double. Yeah. The Mick Randar, total sunshine. Rest of the day off to celebrate. Oh my gosh, you just do that. You should celebrate by watching a Gwent stream, Mick Randar. That sounds great. That sounds wonderful. Looking really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations. Heat wave, you say? I mean, round's yours. I'm out. I don't think you have any other good tall removal in your deck, even if you're not devotion. Heat wave's typically what you tech for. Meaning, like, okay, you can use your jackpot combo or salamander or final shindig, but it better be a good one. Like, it can't be a small little thing. Like, if it has to be salamander with hideout, I get burned on that because then you can kill my last say. But short of that, you're looking pretty bad here. Decoy of Cobb. That's really interesting, actually. That's well, coins are pretty easy to acquire these days, but you do get the. I don't know if I'd be that bold. It's not the worst idea I've heard, though. I will say. I will give you that. I see the merit. I see the merit. You did not play. I don't think I want to do anything too crazy here. I think it's as easy as just giving up the Oak Critters here. I am a little surprised by this play. I don't think this person is properly evaluating how many points I actually am sitting on right now. Sheldon deals 20 when he plays, and you're 23, and you're 26 base. Crimson, welcome to the Plain Talk family. Welcome to the Plain Talk family. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's take a look at my deck. I just want to make sure I don't brick Fav. Fav has great targets. You can get Scoia'tael. Okay, hand's actually pretty strong. A lot more units than I would like in it, but like they thin out quick enough, I think. I'll keep. Dunk could go. And McRandar, yeah, you should go. You should definitely celebrate tonight. Having a moment where you're actually appreciated, you get the raise you deserve. Just celebrate. Enjoy yourself, my friend. I think your boss had good advice there.
Corporations are people too.
All nature, we get ourselves Scoia'tael. Fav comes down, we get the boost going. It's gonna be good. McRandar of a $300 dono.
Thank you so much for the support and advice, John.
Truly, my pleasure. I'm glad to see you thriving, and thank you for supporting the channel. That's insane. Type indeed, jeez. $300 dono. That's insane, McRandar. Thank you for the generosity there. I'm glad. You very much deserve it. I'm truly glad you're part of the Plain Talk family. Not just for the donos, but like also just you're a fantastic community member. And I love that. High roll that. Wowzer indeed. Dang, that's insane. Thank you so much. Really. Means the world to me. Means the world. And I look forward to another great year of bringing you content. I hope you stick around for another year. Well, I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. Actually really kind of like this play. Do I like this play? I kind of like this line. Oh, man, that is so hype. Ooh, Elven Seer. Fav has targets. Okay. Elven Seer for the guaranteed hit here. Bring out you. Good. Jeez, that's so awesome. Let me vent one day. Probably off the comp site for that travesty. No, McRandar. That was truly my pleasure for that day. In addition to that, I spent a lot of time thinking about that day, like reflecting on it. Because I was like, how could I have done better? It was on my mind a lot. Because it's down on removal, I am just going to go for, I think the Dryad's Crest is the winner here. Oh my gosh, Toaster Weevil with 5. Toaster Weevil with 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'll keep the content coming, as I just said, and thank you for the generosity. Hype, hype, hype. Left, right, left. Everything's going crazy in the chat. Thank you, thank you. But I think the day you vented McRandar was really good. I've spent a lot of time reflecting on it. I'm like, here's what went well, here's what didn't go well. And like I felt like that's actually some of the stuff that led me to do what I'm doing about what I do today with my content. The experimenting regarding like other concepts in capitalism and all that fun jazz, because I was reflecting. I'm like, I felt like I missed on the day you were worried about having respect at work. I was so focused on the dollar amounts and finance and competitiveness, career goals, that I wasn't focused on like the system, appreciation, like the emotional side of goals. And I don't know, I reflected a lot about our conversation that day. I learned a lot. All right, I'm behind on chat's awesomeness because everyone's celebrating Toaster Weevil's generosity, hooking up 5 incredible people with it. It is wild. It is wild. Chat. Oh my goodness. My poor opponent's about to find out the tough truth about this deck. Alright, Torque comes down at 27. Playing it on back row so I can play Sheldon front row, avoid Tavern Brawl. It's 73 to 47, like you've 11 coins. I think they're starting to realize that you don't actually want to let me get to the spot, and you don't want to blow your best haul removal in round 1. It's a big mistake. I'd like to see more of that Smees. You call them, talk about a topic. Agreed. Talk show. I would love Mick Randor from the bottom of my heart. Do a talk show. Once it's a pillar game. You gotta build the YouTube. You gotta find a general topic theme approach to the content creation. I can do and make a YouTube video. Oh, that stinks. Oh god, it's so bad. Anyways, I know you think Savola's Frightener is big, but let me show you what a actual big card looks like. 103 points of hand buff to 39. You have 1 card. I can't wait. Let me show me what you've got, my jackpot player. What a great game. I feel like I got the jackpot in this one. No, Elven Seer's bronze only, Subrat. Good question. Shaping is gold. Even got the jackpot noise. How convenient. I respect them practicing the coin distribution. I don't mind them doing that at all. But yeah, 58 to 103. Anyways, GG. Ooh, what a bizarre opening hand. Crap. Well, you have 3 mulligans. It's bizarre because I have 2 of these and no Simless, and I bricked my Simless targets. I'm gonna... This can kill a miner. So I'll keep you because you can kill a miner. Put back Circle here. Put back Tempering here. Oak Critters? I don't want to keep an Oak Critter. What a bizarro opening hand, but okay. I think I'm ooh. I don't want to use you. I might... Like, I don't want you to die to Nature's Rebuke is the problem here. That's why I'm hesitating a little bit. I could open Bountiful Harvest here, but I'd rather just, like, thin the hand, you know? Oh, no. I'm going to go Enchanted Armor, Torque, and Pray. Nope. In that case, do I want to go Dunka? If she dies, I'll be really sad. Next turn's Hawker here. Ifneen here. And I guess Force Protector is my win con. That is perfectly fine in my book. That does not matter. I'll play Hawker front row. We'll space out. Continue to. The Stork's already buffed. You get the 3 million points. It's a 9 point for 4. That doesn't feel fair. That's the unfortunate one that we didn't want that buffed. They're carding at a card to hand and discard, put it back, other than Curse Scroll. Curse Scroll, as companions, Redea. All valuable. All viable. I respect that. This guy has my respect right now. Alright, now we're at the point where every time I hit, we have 50-50. Force Protector carries it. Come on, buddy. Come on, Dunka. Work with me, girl. Work with me. Buff the right card. We're going to have to, obviously, at this point, and change up how Simless works in this case. And it'll be fine. So Bountiful comes down. I want the rightmost or random. I think in this case, rightmost looks pretty darn good. Given the circumstance. Now, do I want melee or... I think you still want to just heal. There we go. No, maybe I was wrong. I think buffing Dunka made a lot more sense there. Well, they didn't kill Dunka, so it's fine. Downside is if I roll a heal elf, that's like less useful. Truffle and BD. The only concern this round in my mind is, can I get out of it without getting out engined? Let's see if Bountiful can get me any other... There's the heal elf, ironically. All right, I need to find the way out of this round because our hands is actually trash right now. Easiest way is gonna be Shaping Nature, probably. I'll go for the 5. Just it's gonna be pretty dang close, anyways. Cause like our hand's good, but if they push, I can't defend it. Or maybe I was supposed to pass on even there. Passing on even there might have been right. But then I'm in a position where they bleed. I could have passed on even, mulligan the Force Protector though. That could have been really strong, actually. All right, Isengrim. Ooh, Simless for what? Simless, I have the double 3s, which is strong. Fav gets... I mean, I could really... I think you go Fav here. I'm going to do a really weird line of play. Fav. Call. Simless.
Why should I, an elf, a sage, converse with
Ooh, Circle of Lives is actually better here because we yeah, double Dryad's Crest, or Dryad's Crest, not circles. Dryads, end turn. Now we've caught up to their engines here. We have a good point lead, and that felt really good. That felt really strong. And our deck thinned a lot, so we have a higher chance of drawing Hawker Smuggler, Sheldon. Sheldon's what I really need to draw. That's why I'm holding off on Invigorate here. Sarah Norm, good to see you. Good to see you. Shoot, they're gonna keep pushing, but I think we're good. I think we're good, right? Because they're going +2 a turn. I go +3, so they can pass. We go on even, or they have to click leader here. Click leader, I might just give them the round, because then they're effectively down a card. Okay. I think I pass here, right? So they go 2. We go +3, and that would tie us. Yeah, I pass. You got me. If they play a card, it has to be okay. Because even though they're going +2, we get another tick. So it can't be like a Pyrotech for nothing, right? Why do you have your opponent's taunts muted? It keeps me from tilting. But I'll give him a taunt here. He has good taunts, actually. Well played. Good show, Master. It's so cocky. So cocky to that. And now I can play pretty much a unitless round if I want to. Fondling that. Ooh, that's always a great draw. You're fine. I need some units though, deck. I need some units here. No. Well, I found Sheldon, but not the way I want. I want him to play here, and I want to just win +1. I think if they play, we're good. If they don't play, if they play, we're good. Okay. Sheldon's my throwaway if I need to. I know it doubles this, but like, I'll pass up a couple points there. Oh, that's cute. Do I invigorate, John? No, I don't invigorate. I'm debating it though. Well, it's time. You know you guys know what time it is. Giga Behemoth comes on out and says, "Yo, I hear you're trying to exit the round." Oh, those are good choices. I think I want Scribe because it's spell. Scribe guarantees the carryover. I don't think they can bleed out my hand. Well, Sorceress. I missed 2 points if I got Sorceress, but I'm really secure this round. I'm going to go Sorceress, actually. I'll be safe. Because my biggest fear is, at this point when I play this, is them bleeding my whole hand. And so I would rather have more powerful stuff this round to fend off Bruver Hoog, which is probably what's coming, than not. Boost by 8. You come on out. Click you. High roll the Bountiful Harvest. Click you. No, you're okay. No one's alone on a row, right? So it's going to be Farce here. Does buff here. We're going for points here. Fail the points. Maybe I should have gone for the Torque there because the probability was pretty low. But now my opponent can have their existential crisis. Bruver is not really as much as you guys would think.
Nothing like a dwarf to get you out of a tight spot.
Sure. It might just be play Torque, to be honest. I'm sad to let him go, but like I'll keep Invigorate for next round. You don't have a lot of value against their deck though, and you're only at what? No, I'm gonna go Sheldon here. Oh, but if they actually have a good last card, it's gonna suck. Their last card's probably 8 points. It's probably a volunteer. Not volunteer, but the guard. Let's assume it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 48 plus 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 points. 15 points. Maybe 16, 16. 10, 16, 26 is what I need to get ahead of. Okay, Torque, I love you so much, but goodbye. It's been a pleasure having you in my hand.
This is not what we agreed.
I get punished if it's Heat Wave, but I don't think it's Heat Wave. I think it's the volunteer, and I think that's the pass here, which means that they already have one card they have to mulligan, which means we're good. Let's see. Yep. The math. You're good. We go +1. Wait a turn. I could have. I think it's fine that, I guess I could have gone like that. But if they pass, the problem is the large self-grinder. If I do like the circle of life play and they pass, I don't have last say. Last say is really valuable in this deck, in my opinion. I think it's really dangerous to give it to me, too. If I have last say, one of these things is gonna make it to the end, and they really don't want that possibility. So I can't damage a unit, but I rather, I think Scoia'tael is the right play here. He misses the 2 buff in hand, which could be no. It's got to be the Oak Critters. Give up on the 3, 4. Gives up on 4 if I play this, but buffing in hand's really strong in this match, so I'll just Oak Critters for now. Polka's Boy 92, welcome to the Plain Talk family. Welcome aboard. Glad you are here. Perfect. That worked out really well, actually.
What's in a boot?
I'm gonna start like that because it has makes the chance of Circle Life hitting something decent better. It'll just keep getting buffed every time I play something. Ha! And we smack it down again. Force them if they have a turn. If they missed the dwarf here, fine. Was able to go on the Sheldon as planned. The Sheldon hits for 11. You're 20 right now, so I have a. Oh, it's a really good hit. That's a target worth killing. Well, you're basically Heat Wave. You're 20, but Heat Wave 15 plus Heat Wave is plenty. I'll play Herald here. Because if it is Heat Wave at the end or Uridan, we're going to win on Sheldon anyways. Gwent in Service of Zane. Never seen this before. Isn't it pretty sick? Another victim down. Man, this is insane. GG. I kind of missed the older version about Hawker Smuggler, but I will say this kind of hand looks nice. Don't need you, don't need you. Hawker comes down, go. You're so dead. Really? I don't have it. Normally I have Macaroo here, but I don't here. I could Runestone for the answer, though. I could try to Runestone my way out. I could Fov it. Fov's pretty strong here. Could also Yellow here. You know what? I'm a believer. No, I'm not. I really want to Fov here because then I can guarantee the hits off of the Bountiful. So if I Fov, I think I'm just going to go for the very boring play here. Fov. Natures. Murder it. Go. I was wondering if I should Enchanted Armor. Guess I don't have to rush it. Scoia'tael revert to Symbiosis. Wouldn't surprise me. Symbiosis for a long time has been their best. Like, in my opinion, it is not close how much stronger that is than most of the normal stuff. Let's get Dunk up. It's going to be a long round, though, no matter what I do here. Yep. But at 6, it's not going to be killable if Nature's Rebuke, which they're definitely running. There's a Bountiful Harvest. It's actually not a bad sign for us. It means Simless is kind of a lot weaker here. Hawker Support answers synergistic. Yeah. Saskia plus Hawker Support is not the feature for Handbuff. Want this? I want this to keep ticking. The longer this ticks, the better it is. I guess I have to keep the Hawker, weirdly enough, because I need something to buff off Torques when I go here in the Bountifuls and catch up. Don't see movement. I'm going to gamble on... I think I want points here. I need to hold off the assault, so to speak. These all... You're 5, but then I don't get the Torque buff. I'll take the Torque buff here. This stinks. Bad last roll. That last roll is nothing short of garbage here. Oh, I didn't see this. Crap, I screwed up, guys. I screwed up big. I screwed up big. I admit I did.
I never miss.
I would, well... It's been a pleasure. You're going. Screwed up. I didn't see that. That did spawn one of those. That's a dangerous one. More dangerous than I'm comfortable with dealing. Call the Forest. Your turn to play Simless. And I think I might just let him beat me on even here. Simless. Double Tempering? Okay. I mean, it's strong. Well, I have Hawker still at, like, God tier. Or I lose on even? I mean, Hawker is worth saving, I feel. Good runestone. I don't really know what to get. But there are some good stuff out there. Isengrim tempts me greatly. Pass on 5. I'll pass on 5. Let's do it. You got me. I think this matchup's just such trash for us that I just don't have a lot to do. If we get red coin, I think we just smoke them. But on blue coin, jeez, we just get slotted in round 1. Saskia plus Simless and Nature's Gift. Nasty as always. Nasty as always. Now, could I please get Sheldon to my hand? Ugh, brutal. Okay, I mean, we have great throwaway cards. We have stuff to play in response to them. I can always Hawker my way out. I can use Invigorate. I really want to save it. There's such good cards on our deck right now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe 10.
The only good one is a dead one.
We're going to start here. Hit the Torque. We're ahead on points, and now we just need to stay ahead. We're not going to try to touch Invigorate here. Maybe that's a mistake, but I'm being greedy. And this is the moment where I have to say, look, based on what we've run into so far, have to be a little greedy here. If you're not being greedy, you haven't thought about how this plays out. At this point, I'm okay if they pass. Like, that's a good provision commit. I don't mind going -1 if I have to. Oh, Isengrim's trash. It's literally Sheldon on... Oh, actually? Sheldon on 2. I would love to save it for later. We're not getting that chance, I see. I'll pass, actually. Maybe... I think it was a mistake to do it. We'll take our time here. If they pass, we have to give up one of these, obviously. Probably actually Herald in this case. Hawker is like a little bit too much of a beefcake for me to be happy to give up. I think it is okay. How many should they at? They're at a lot. Moonstone here. I think Runestone seems reasonable. Wow, Runestone Hyrule the Bountiful Harvest. That's what I'm talking about. What options do you have out there? Nothing too big. I think this looks really good.
Let us sing the song of steel.
Man. Hate that I have to do it. Obviously, we're missing some points here. I don't see a way not to hold off the bleed here. I have 25 for Hawker here. I need them to basically play one more card here. Thank God. Weirdly enough, Torque is my best card in hand. I'll just play the God Chad. 11, 10. Actually, maybe Torque is the best here. It puts me at what? 64? Yeah, I think I just want to get out of this round, so I'll play Torque here. Even if this is like Heat Wave, Herald can trade for it, and we can play a weird short round where we're both just completely bricked. But I pass. This was a little safer to keep in hand. Less points overall, a little safer. Take care, house boss. Take care, take care. Okay. Oak is fine. You're great. You're great. Well, you're not really great because none of these double. You're just a 6 at right now because I don't have Torque anymore. But you are a proactive play that catches. I think actually Oak Critters might be back here. Play that out. No, you're my proactive play. Hawker goes back because I can play you on Bountiful. I don't need Purify here. Circle's great. You come down. Hit my 4th Bountiful Harvest this game. Ooh, interesting options. I don't have a self-cast. Obviously no units. So we'll go for the Harmony play. It'll end up being 7 points here. Maybe front row is better. Nah, they usually run Jezrus. Making a bomb. Oh, critters. Should have played a macro. Fine. I just yeeted them out, I confess. I wasn't really thinking there. 2 cards on 1, but this 4 stinks. I could have minimized it. I'm gonna give up a couple points here, there. Not a ton of misplays with this deck. Not an easy deck. It's quickly coming down to who has the beefier Gord. Can I get a little bit of luck here? No, not count. Well, not terrible. How big is your Gord? And does Cat Witches miss? Do I get punished for this misplay? I might get punished for this misplay. Easing Grim for. Oh, it's just Easing Grim for a Gord. Oh, but he's at 7 already. Now he's at 9. He's 21. I lost off of these Critter Row placement. Boo. Good game. No Torque, though. 1, 2, 3. I have Torque, but I don't have, like, all the hand buff I'm looking for. I have some good stuff, though. My probability at Sheldon's my top card is very low. But I don't really draw any bad cards if I chuck back a Circle of Life here. Then I'm guaranteed multiple options. I'll do that. I think you want to just start Dunka Orc. Maybe that's wrong. Goes on Simless. That's actually not too bad. I don't really mind some of the buff going out on some of these. Ooh, nice hit there. Casino is actually pretty okay. I'm surprised about a lot of things there, but okay. Let's get Hawker out of my hand. On Torque, buff there. And I might have wanted to wait a turn on Living, because if Living had ended up here, I would have been sad. You're welcome. The board has to match skin. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I've never had the Gaunter, as you know, because you just bought it for me. But it's pretty darn cool, I have to admit that. We can take our time here. I think Shaping Nature into Vitality back row feels great. Shaping Nature last game against Mill. Perfection. Perfection. Oh, your answer to that question about deck building? Fusion Furious, I made a deck building video. If you go to my Gwent 101 list, I did make a video of how I build decks. But usually I try to think about what am I trying to do in round 3? How am I going to win the other additional round after I do that? And can I make them kind of linked? And then what are the packages of cards that are core to most factions? Like Amphibious Assault. And are cards that are just good. Brathens. Like cards that are good, get them in. And then fill in the gaps of other useful cards. Kind of how I approach it. I could FOV. If I FOV... Maybe I'll do this line. I'm going to play FOV. Bountiful Harvest comes out. You're the engine. I might go for that, though. If I pick that, I'm guaranteed more point carryover, and they're both pretty similar in points. I'm not going to stay in this round much longer, I don't think. Wow. Okay. It's choice time, baby. We have an interesting decision here to make. Do I play second Bountiful Harvest, get last say, but it's jackpot? Give me a moment, guys. I'll let you guys here in a sec. I'm gonna go for the line. Oh, I need points. I need the whisper. Interesting. I'm on 5 still, so maybe I'll go ahead and play again. What do I want now? Scoia'tael can't kill. Isengrim is not overly reliable. Are you my only elf? So Isengrim is guaranteed to hit you. So I think you go for Hawker support here. All I'm trying to do is drag out this round. With Dunka, play it as long as possible. It's my only hand buff in there. Thin out my deck and just get a godlike draw. Let's hear those taunts. Got it. Play call as well. Yeah, I think we go down. I think I'm going to keep Isengrim because it's +2. And it can, as long as I draw Skaggs, I'll feel really good here. We're mulliganing for Skaggs as quickly as we can. No. Herald's fine. But it's not as good as getting Skaggs here. I'm tempted to put it back as a result. But I'll put back the Circle of Life. I still need a good Simless target. So circles are great. There's the Skaggs I'm looking for. Go. Aglais in here? No. Aglais is an overrated hand buff card. It's fun. It's cool. But it's not that good. Wish you luck. I'm cheering for you, McRandar. I hope you be back in a bit as a virtual rain. I'm cheering for you, McRandar. You deserve it. You deserve it. You do good.
Think you can keep up with an overgrad lass?
Going back to pirates, go for it. Try. Pirates are fun. I mean, the first week of any meta, everybody's doing decks that counter the previous deck, which counters the previous deck, which counters the previous deck. And so let's see. But as for like deck building, I keep going away from that. Fusion Furious and more is good to see you. I think it's all about just having a vision of round 3 and working your way backwards. So like this deck is like, okay, I want to win round 3. I want Gord and I want Sheldon and Torque. Those are the big ones. Well, if I want Torque, I got to go Devotion. What are the best hand buff cards? How do I make sure the hand buffs, because a lot of them are random, how do I make sure they end up on the stuff I want? Because I would rather hit Torque, ideally, Sheldon 2nd place, 3rd place Gord. Well, if I have less units in my deck, I can do that, or I can thin my units. Then you pick your path. Saskia, if you want to thin. But now we have one of the best, maybe the best bronze card in the game, Hawker support. It's a deploy. I don't want to thin that. Okay, how do I manipulate my cards again? And you keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay. I don't mind Nature's Rebuke and using this for the double hit. So I'm going to put back... That brings the worst here. Do I mulligan anything here? Is a really real question to ask. I kind of don't think so. So I'm going to get both of you out. I'm going to miss Cersei. Yeah, I think his hand's great. The most OP deck. That is very specific. I do not know if there is such a thing as a most OP deck, but I have created some very good decks so far. Yesterday's deck was good. I think this is even stronger. Yesterday was an exploration on Kelly and Spear Tip. I see a lot of people today, Crozer and Spessier, doing the same exploration. And we all just picked a random starting point. Because I felt like that was an obvious one. And on the first few days, we're all trying the obvious decks. And now we're sitting here. Well, I don't have an answer to that. I do, though, get a really nice opening of double hit here on Simless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I want to do it, though? This, I think, is the time you play Simless. You double kill here. Well, 5. I'll do it. I don't think I'm going to kill the boat here because it's actually kind of wasted. Buff Torque. All right, give me a little bit of luck here, baby. Nope. We have 4 units in hand. So then we're going to start smacking Invigorate before we play one of them. Bashcracker, we're doing well, doing well. Glaze and Sienna is hilarious. That's true. Could you do... I've never done a Glaze Sheldon, but I guess I could do a Glaze Sheldon one of these days. That sounds like fun. I am pretty darn tempted just to kill this. It's a good... It's like an okay spender, but also... I don't really need spending right now. It denies the bonded effect from Mushy Truffle. Because like if you're running Savvies, I expect Mushy somewhere in your deck. And maybe I'm wrong too.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
Do I play 18-4 Spectre now? You want to go... Okay, it's time for us to buff our hand, because I'm going to probably play a unit very soon. And I think it's going to be the Force Protector. The Force Protector comes down. You're 23 points. Bountiful Harvest. I could try to set up the kill. I'm not going to succeed there. I think I'd rather get Bountiful Harvest here. Left is great. Oh, are you range locked by chance? You are not. So I'll take the leftmost archer to make guarantee the hit on Torque. We'll ping here. We'll threaten here. Catching up with chat. Urine needs to be removed. Urine's rough. And Invo could be a 10. Invo 10. Leader before you get. Thank you, Bruce Gorgod. Dana, good to see you here. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm good, I'm good. Vampires is the real most OP O2 deck. I know, right? So, I'm not a fan of that. I don't have any Dryads here, actually. So I'm just going to go and Purify. Deck. Is that deck in the document? I feel like I put it in there yesterday. I didn't publish this one yesterday, but it nice Purify there. Really good value there. Skaggs is actually not big enough right now to pull off what I need. With that said, I think it's more important we start getting some vitality boosting down. I am going to just do this back row. It's going to look a little weird because they're probably going to just pound through this thing and try to maximize their coins. But if they're spending on Horse on Freak Show, they're not spending on Sea Jackal, and Sea Jackal is such good bang for the buck. I wonder if I can bait them into panic killing this. By the way, we're, I think, murdering our opponent. Yep, decklist is in the document. You're good, Rez. I hope you enjoy it. What exactly made Handbuff viable again? 1 less provision, but 2 more points buffed here. It's on less units, so each proc on Torque has a higher chance of hitting a point doubler. And then the big change, though, is they made the most imba freaking card. I can't believe it was even printed. Give me a second before I geek out about it a little bit more.
The only good human is a dead human.
Get an elf. Play the elf. Buff a Torque. Hit the Sheldon. They made the Hawker support, which is currently they reworked the entire card. Now probably one of the best bronzes of the game, if not the best. Boost an allied unit by 3 if it was already boosted, which is easy to do in Invigorate. So it's 3 plus the 3 a boost, so 6. Torque makes the boost jump over to something else, which is 9. So you're looking at 9 minimum for 4. And then if it hits Sheldon, it's a doubler, so you get 12 for 4, which is really easy to do. You're exactly it. I mean, the best bang for my buck is probably going to be that, so I'm just going to go for it.
Aye, aye, soon as I finish my pipe.
You're 22 in the end, and you are 32. Hand this trash. We got this, I think. Let's see.
Corpses everywhere.
Harold. Yeah, Handbuff feels great, guys. This feels so dumb. Teleport for Hawker support. Mikaru Shima. If Torque didn't have such a good devotion, I could see that actually being a thing. It's like not even close either. Like, it's so one-sided. Poor Jackpot. Never thought I would say those words. GG. I might be a little too greedy, everyone sound like. Typically, you want to go all in on engines or none at all. You want to have bad targets. Yes, we have some tall stuff. But we don't have much for removal, so we make a lot of their removal naturally trade really poorly. And so I think there's value in that. Ooh, I didn't realize. We're in a bit of a weird hand, eh? Since I'm going first, I'm pretty much bound to getting the double Bountiful Harvest done. 1, 2. Nilfgaard, huh? I might just go call the Force Dunka go. Oh, actually, I can do better than that. No, I can't do better. I might hit Fov, and I don't have any tutor here. Oh my goodness. Faded to Black with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for the generosity there. We are exploding. Can you lose with this deck? We lost earlier to a Nature's Gift deck. But it required me bricking a card, and Gord was on my bottom 3 cards and the deck, and they got their preferred coin, which is rare. Yeah, see, then this is where Circia shines, right? Because then I can go like this, here. Torque. Sweet. Yep. Now we have a small engine, not a great engine. Rude. Rude. Why you gotta be so rude? I think O'Critter's is looking pretty playable here, to be honest. Catch him in chat. Thank you, folks. Let's see, man. Left or left. You guys are all crazy. I love it.
I need not spill blood.
Oh, man. O'Critters is just the best for this kind of a moment. Down comes Nature's Gift. And oh, yeah, they're Treants. Everybody forgets the Treants. It might have been correct there in that response to use Enchanted Armor, because they could do a very modest pass here. Modest pass here in Force. Didn't really do much about that.
Catch me, you fool.
I think the only about Simless is it's so coolable. I could try to high roll the... it'll be fine.
You are no lunatic of mine.
Middle is the best if I can. Do I need the points, though? I'll go for points. It's Nilfgaard. We gotta be a little careful here. Ooh, Sorcerer's pretty good. Torque's still in a rough spot.
Death to all one.
I'm gonna isolate you just to make sure you don't do any Braffin shenanigans to deal damage to that. And then next turn looks really explosive, where we go Dryad's Crest here. You are a Dryad. So you will proc, again, potentially another Bountiful Harvest. And then click here, buff here, and go wild.
Creaky door.
They might have Emissary on Brathens to use it. So I'm tempted to actually not. I'll take a gamble here. Well, how many points am I up by on board? Yeah, we'll do a little bit of a gamble here. I don't think you're going to stick in the round once I do that. Torque's positioning has been punishing me this whole game. But it's 22-4, and I am willing to give the pass. Like, they should have one tall removal. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Use your TA? Yeah. The trick is, the longer I hold off using my stratagem, which is the Enchanted Armor, the more likely I am to play, or more time I have to play some of the stuff I want out of my hand, so that it boosts more intelligently. That's why I was so hesitant there to actually do anything. I'm going to pass and try to go for Lassay and keep digging around for Sheldon. I don't have a way to thin with this hand. I could go Isengrim here, but I think that's the wrong line of play to take. Well... Lassay is so good against their deck, though. Can't clog us even if they have a lot of spies. They can't poison. Yeah, Calvier, perfect. That worked out really well.
I shall not repeat Emir's mistakes.
Yeah, they're 5 best cards, right? You draw through your 3 best, and you mulligan your 2, get your next best 2, but still. Looking really good here, Aglais is overhyped, yeah. Aglais is trash. She needs to go down to 8. And even at that level, you might need to give her one more point as well. She's really weak. You know, upgrades exist. Ooh, double Hawkers. We do want to mulligan again because our deck is pretty busted if we high roll here. I mean, there's a really real chance. I'm going to get a... I don't want to get... I mean, circles are really good because I think they'll have removal. I'm going to do Dryad's Crest. I'm not 100% sure this is right. Really? Really? This is my deck? Yuck. Yuck. 8? Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. Like, have you seen Skaggs? Skaggs is a 6 for 8 that deals damage. Damage is the best type of points in the game. It's the hardest one to undo. Because, like, you can't Heat Wave to get it back, you know? Alright, well... And it's not, I promise you, it's not as insane as it sounds. We're kind of in tough shape. We never got super big over this hand. I haven't really had time to use the Invigorate, and we did brick on both of these. We have a 50-50, so this one might brick, meaning I have to sit stuck with Fav. Which is not great, for the record.
Reality is that which, though you
But like 6 for 8 doubling is fine because also 6 for 8 like Torque is a 5 for 8 that doubles points that buffs on him anyways. Like we have a ton of stuff like this. It's not an uncommon reality. How big is Herald right now? 8. Is purifying this worth it? I don't know if this is the right oh. No, you don't purify. I do not know if this is the right play. I'm going to be really honest here. With that said, I want to try this obnoxious line of ditching the Gord and going for Fav, Nature, or Druid's Crest, and front rowing that, and saying go. Because with Purified, I can then shove Shaping Nature on it and brick the coup. If they damage here, I can put Tempering here and brick the coup. And see if I can brick one of the cards in their hands, force it to be a Hawker Smuggler instead, which would be very funny. Alright. Kite Carson 93, welcome to the Plain Talk family. Oh, what a creative line. Okay. That was highly disappointing for the record. Welcome to the Plain Talk family. So glad you're here. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. And here are all the socials. I don't know if anyone's plugging socials. I'll plug the socials. For anyone who's joined, we have the gaming channel. We have the Plain Talk John channel. Think of it like finance, Twitter, and Discord. They're all popping. Discord's especially active in the Gwent section. So if you like what you see, go for it. As for, by the way, I've seen multiple suggestions for Bandits decks lately. I'm not going to do a Bandit deck, guys. I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. Not that I hate you all. I don't. But the problem with Bandit decks... Are you serious? You know how obnoxious this is? Fine. I can't do anything. Like, I can kill it with Torque or this thing, but then I can't hand buff everything here. Alright, well, as much as I hate to say it, I think I have to let that stand for a while. Let's just go ahead and get down the Vitality buffing here. And we'll keep going. Do you have much UK Finance channel talks? Mostly yes. So Fade to the Black, most of it's general. A very small amount of it is US specific. And when it's US, I make sure to explain why the logic is there, so that people outside the USA can know what to look for. So for example, like I'll discuss Roth IRAs in the United States. It's a US type of investment account, but it's the logic why it's great is all the tax advantages it gives your investments. Other countries have similar things under different names.
Your name, young man, the man should be cursed into an
Alright, my opponent. I think they might have us. We've had a rough go of it. With two of my best cards on the bottom. Like not much I can do here. With that said, we're still going to play out as best we can.
Hey there, come here.
Torque. Ifneen is pretty nuts here. Catching up with the chat here. Bandit's terrible. Yeah, once I get a bandit payoff, it's worth it. But I find that most people actually don't like. You're going to take a card from my hand. You can get Force Protector for your no nature cards. You can get Torque at 5. You can get Ifneen at 6. You can get that at 4. Ifneen only buffs Scoia'tael. You get what is known as a crap card. That's right. We have our winner. They get an unfortunately terrible card. You're welcome. Looking out for you. I do think we're going to get outpointed here. Our hand's not as good as it should be normally. With the lack of Gord and Sheldon. Sheldon in particular has been a crime here. And I made a big mistake rolling Sorceress. I forgot about the amount of dumb copying things they could do with Illusionist. So I really threw this game. It was my fault. We'll see. Because like these Illusionists are playing for 20 apiece. This was supposed to be our win, but I found the way to throw it. We'll buff there. It's going to be 13, 14. We're going to have some big stuff in a second anyways. I did fail us, guys. I don't think I have the points in hand. Dawn, good to see you. Welcome back, welcome back. ISA, indeed faded back. I don't know what the UK version is, but there are tax advantage accounts for every country that's developed financial system because your governments want you to save up for your retirement so that you don't become a burden to society. That's just how it is. Yeah, I threw this game. This one's completely my fault. This one, learn from my mistake here, guys. Creating this was game costing. And like, I have a lot of points in hand, but not that many cards worth of points, I don't think. Like, I play you deal 5 to something, that's about it. Unless you brick. But one of these cards is Yanvo, so we're out. Yeah, we lose. All right, next game. Yeah, literally, this was my only mistake. If I had not made the sorceresses, we would have won that game. And drew a little better. Could have used one of those dwarves. Anyways, GG. These 4 seem fine. Do I keep this hand, actually? Do I need anything from my deck here? I've called the Force and Isengrim. I think his hand's really good, actually. Ooh, interesting. Tactical decision's a weird one. Okay. When 6 games in a row to get 1 and when 12 game losing streak, Handbuff is everywhere in mill. Got it.
Your attention, please.
Why is mill everywhere? Okay. Let me adjust slightly how I'm going to play out my hand here then. Okay. So I'm going to start with 1, 2... I know this looks a little weird, but I think having you... Okay, then I play you. I need to win this round at all costs. Which will then buff Torque, which buffs that. And then I want to do double. I want to use all Invigorate charges here. I need Dunka to be a threat. And Fav and Simless here to do their work. And then beat him in a 2-0. So I'm not going to worry about my deck size that much. I'm just going to get this one done. I may... Should I give up on Simless? I might... What are my nature cards in hand? Because there is a line where you just give up on Simless here and like double Bountiful. Or double Nature's Rebuke. Instead just use Force Protector. I didn't get a lot of good stuff in my hand.
Here's our chance.
Yeah, it's fine. Dunka comes down. And now we go into a very... Oh, they hit Simless, huh? Bummer. Okay. The lack of Nature's Rebuke is really bothering me here. We'll figure out. No Aglais. Fusion Furious. Aglais is a terrible card. Sorry. It needs to be 6 for 10 like Sheldon as well, in my opinion. Or a 6 for 8, pardon me. 6 for 8. That would be much more reasonable, in my opinion. Should probably play Fav. Oh, actually, I see the line. I made a mistake there. I should have gone Fav here. Oh, okay. Crap. Well, there goes that line. I was going to go Fav into the nature card of choice. Then from there. But actually, I'll just go Fav. We'll spread out the rows. It's fine. Fav. Ooh, Shaping Nature is clutch here because it's Echo. Take it back. I'm going to go for the Shaping Nature on the 5 for 5 boost. Here seems fine. Because it was my lowest unit. So they're going to kill us anyways. But we're looking actually really good. Okay, I really like that line. I have if I have to play Sheldon here to kill this, like I will. No big deal. You take a red haste. That's a drag. Okay. Expecting more stuff like Vilgefortz, but that's alright. Now we're just going to take our time here. Just keep on doing our stuff. Come on out, Sunset. We're keeping ahead on board. Everything comes down to what's on our deck. You're going to be small. You're pretty good. You're really strong. I can get my elf guaranteed, though. Okay, so Snowdrop comes down. Are you going to do the full combo? Can they even mill us out? Probably. Probably. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful here. We can build this on. Yeah, but Thunderbolt's such a trash card. Unfortunately, this is where, like, I might have to just literally Sheldon my way out and then trust Torque and be enough to carry. And, but, I don't have last say then. This is tough, guys. I designed my deck to be very hyper-thin related. Should I Isengrim the Ifni? I think that's the right line of play I want to take here.
The only good human is a dead human.
When the white frost comes,
Torque gets buffed. Buffs Sheldon. So Sheldon can, at this point, easily one-shot Tibber or something like that. Give him a crap card, please. Thank you. Alright, tempering for 6 is fine. Call of the Forest for Hawker is good. Or, okay, if I play you, you're plus 15 right now, but really 13 is your best. 21 plus 13 is plenty. I think we just keep maximizing, right? I could take a 50-50. Or do I want to call here for the Hawker? I think it's hard not to be tempted to do this line. It's like such an obnoxious line, too.
Go kiss a
Come on out. You gonna play Sunset or do I get away with
Time to get our hands dirty.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the problem is I'm waiting for Vilgefortz. That's like why I'm not playing right now. I did just get a. Okay. My opponent has a tough choice to make. Kingslayer's fine.
Here's our chance.
So can you, you're 40 points right now. Jeez, man, that's just brutal. If I play you. Torque does not, I think you have to play Sheldon here. I think it's Sheldon on the far left. You keep Torque. Sheldon comes out. You take the point lead. If this is Vilgefortz, they're good. If it's not Vilgefortz, they lose uneven. Okay, it's fine. We're going to play Torque. We're going to take the win here. And I'm going to 2-0 them with Herald and Bountifuls. I hope anyways. Or else we're in a lot of trouble here. We get a perfect hand. So it's 2 Bountiful Harvest and a Herald. And their cards shouldn't be that great. They Yenvoed my Skaggs, which is like... Oh, I get a... Oof. Okay. This hand is pretty nuts. I don't think they'll have the removal for both. We are risking it a little bit here. I'm not going to deny. I'm going to take the risk. I would love to get like the elf that spawns in the 2. I'll risk for the biscuit here. If it gets to 7, then it can survive and assassinate if they tech it. So you are pretty big here. Here we go. Here we go. My cards, I mean, copying Scoia'tael cards aren't that great. There's like Nature's Rebuke, but most of the hits are pretty weak. That's fine. Next. Get him, oh critters! Alright, this is gonna feel bad. Do I pass? If it's a mill card, we take a real big L here. But if it's Vilgefortz, boy, do I get crushed if I play Herald here. I think I have to pass here, unfortunately, and it might cost me the game. I'll pass. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. If it's like teleport, I'm gonna be really sad. But I haven't seen Vilgefortz. It's freaking me out. Oh! I read it. Well, is that wrong? Like, I thought it might be. Vilgefortz mills my deck, but I get last say guaranteed on Herald. Can they even keep up with that kind of pointage here? So they're mine now. I think it's fine, actually. I lied. I overreacted. Sorry, guys. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I can't do anything. I get to play Oak Credit now. We're good. We're good. Would I have? No, I would have won the round there on Spores. If I played Herald. Herald is sitting us 13. Even if he goes to a 3, it's higher. We're tied on 10. You can only Spores one of my units. I would have won there. I would have won either way. Fusion Furious. Is it cold where I'm at? My apartment is not cold, but it's cold outside. The Bountiful comes down. We actually played this really well. Don't need really you. I mean, I could. I think you're at 6 on the 2 is pretty strong here. In my opinion. Yeah, I like that. Reason I like it is just like most of the damage here is going to be point related. Alright. Most of the points are damage related, pardon me. This just doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right. I'm doing this just because you're mill. Anyways, good game. Played it really well. Played it really well. We played around Vilgefortz the entire match. GG. Shout out to McRandar, Pseudonym81, Ahmed Ali, and Winston for all their generous and ongoing support on the Patreon.